I wouldn't say that as a kid I watched a lot of Barney growing up, but definitely a fair amount. Like, it wasn't one of those shows that, like, I remember, like, yeah, we tuned in every day at this time and watched it religiously. Like, for me, that was Arthur. Like, I was super disappointed. One year, I forget how old I was even, but my dad told me that I couldn't watch TV after school. I got in trouble for something. I wasn't allowed to watch TV after school, and I was devastated that I was going to miss Arthur. And, I mean, it worked, right? I mean, that was the purpose. I was supposed to be upset that I was going to miss out on something because I was, I don't remember what I did or why I was in trouble, but it worked because I was upset, and it corrected my behavior. But Barney was one of those shows that, like, they sang a lot of little educational, like, kitschy songs, and one of which is Who Stole the Cookie from the Cookie Jar? And I know that didn't necessarily originate with Barney. Maybe it did. I don't know. But the idea is it was a song that I remember from Barney. I connected to that, and I learned it from watching that show. Well, I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say, one, I don't think Barney is on TV anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong. Barney the dinosaur may not be on TV anymore. But I don't think too many children watch a whole lot of those shows in their developmental stages. Like, young kids don't watch young kid shows that much. Maybe I'm completely off base here, but I don't think there's too many, compared to what it used to be, kids watching Sesame Street and Barney the Dinosaur and Blue's Clues. Who's watching those anymore? Not very many people. So my question then is this: how much longer are kids going to know those types of songs? Point is, my daughter comes home and she knows the Cookie Jar song. Okay, she's 4 years old. She knows the Cookie Jar song. Not because we taught it to her, but because she learned it at school. Which is fine. Okay? Which means, likely, the teachers she has are familiar with that song enough to want to use it with their class. Okay, so let's fast forward 20 years. My daughter, or kids her age, people her age, are now teachers that didn't watch those shows growing up. Now, a few of them learned the songs in school, but not all of them. So now, not all the teachers are going to be using those same songs, and I'm using songs as an example, but other things as well. So how many generations forward do we go before nobody wonders who stole the cookie from the cookie jar anymore? I'm not sure. I'm curious to find out. My point is, let your kids watch some TV. Let your kids play some games. Let your kids do a puzzle. Let your kids be bored for a little while. And do nothing. And whine and cry about it and ask, what are we going to do next? I'm bored. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm bored. Let them be bored. It's okay to be bored. But I want to know, one, who did steal the cookie from the cookie jar? How do you even end that song? To me, it seems like it just keeps going around and around and around. Somebody got to admit to stealing the cookie before it's over? And two, how much longer are we still going to be using those songs? It's not necessarily an educational song per se, but there are others like it. Nursery rhymes, things like that are just part of some people's childhoods and not part of others. I'll talk to you tomorrow.